rich, if not wholly poetic and true, that, that suggests a noble and final relation to the natural world. This Henry David Thoreau was mindful of the close relation between the bee and the natural world, even while it was flourishing in number. This crucial link is, however, being threatened by colony collapse disorder, or the abrupt disappearance of the honeybee. You probably aren't too fond of the honeybee. It's annoying and loud and threatens you with its painful sting. But imagine walking into your grocery store and finding that 1/3 of the food is gone. This is a world without the honeybee, the pollinator of much of our food source. The honeybee is a crucial contributor to our food source, and should it go extinct, the effects will be disastrous. We must first, to solve this problem, we must become aware of this problem and of the causes of it. There are many, the exact cause of colony collapse disorder is unknown. Time magazine states that 1/3 of U.S. honeybee colonies died or disappeared during the past winter, a 42% increase over the year before, and well above the 10 to 15% losses beekeepers used to experience in normal winters. These abandoned colonies tend to be the result of worker bees failing to return to their colonies, The causes of colony collapse disorder include harmful chemicals, pests, and possibly even disease. The most prevalent of these is perhaps the pesticide, most notably the neonicotinoid, which is a nicotine-based chemical that acts on the nervous system of insects. Chairman of the European Environmental Audit Committee, Joan Wally, has stated there is no justification for people using these products on their dahlias when they could be damaging pollinator populations. Pests are also another pests are also another cause to consider. The hive beetle, which feeds on pollen and honey, is a known damager of honeybee colonies. A tiny mite known as the Varroa disruptor latches onto the backs of honeybees and sucks their blood, and is also known to damage colonies. Unknown viruses could also be spreading among the honeybee populations, but we're not quite sure what they are yet. Though the causes of this phenomenon are uncertain, we know that the effects will be devastating. Jeff Pettis, a leader in research at the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Bee Research Laboratory, has stated that we are very close to the edge, that it is a roll of the dice now, in regard to whether the bee survives or vanishes forever. Should the latter occur, life on Earth will change forever, and not for the better. This will be evident in both agriculturally and economically. Should the bee disappear, our food source will not diminish. But because foods such as wheat, corn, and rice possess the ability to self-pollinate. It will, however, be less healthful, since fruits and vegetables that require manual pollination will become an extreme rarity. Strawberries, watermelons, and cherries and lettuce will disappear from grocery store shelves. And the agricultural industry will suffer substantially because they rely so heavily on the honeybee's pollination. They will either be forced to go out of business or switch to pollination by human hands, which is a gruelingly difficult process that takes a lot of time, and it's basically not even worth the effort. Also, the occupation of the beekeeper will cease to exist. Tim Tucker, Vice President of the American Beekeeping Federation, has stated that we can replace the bees, but we can't replace beekeepers with 40 years of experience. The The western honeybee is an extremely crucial contributor to our food, both our food source and our economy. We rely on it to ensure the success of our crops, and if it were to disappear, it would cripple our society substantially. In the future, we must take steps to ensure that the extinction of the bee does not occur. Whether this is by preventing the use of harmful pesticides or by introducing new species into ecosystems that will combat the harmful parasites that are harming the bee. The bee is a tiny animal of great importance that we simply cannot afford to lose.